Hello and welcome again to Refracting Rainbows. I'm Marcia and I'm really glad that you're joining me to watch this video. If you enjoy crochet, knitting, weaving, designing, anything that has anything to do with strings, this might be a place where you can pop in and be encouraged, try new things, and whatever. I don't know. I'd like it to be more of a little visit than a really serious kind of position, right? And I'm a really serious person, so it's got to be. I got to get out of my comfort zone. So I'm not going to say a lot today, except that I'm really glad that the heat wave is over. It was really hot, and I know that a lot of people experienced high heat this summer, and yesterday was the first night that I had my blanket. I've had like my a sheet, and that's it, and a fan, and so I guess it was about 5 days ago that I didn't need the fan, and yesterday, oh my God. Oh, excuse me. Yesterday, it was so cold in my apartment that I took the blanket and put it back on the bed. So, and wore a long sleeve pajama top. Like, yeah, I was cold. And it's still cool. I don't know how to turn on the heat in this apartment. I don't know if you even can, if it's done by the owners. It is electric heat, so maybe I'll ask around. Anyways, let's talk about what's been happening. I've been doing some crocheting, so it's really been the yarn addict kind of summer, I have to tell you. So let's just talk about that and what I've been doing and how I feel about it. I'm going to just reach out here. This is his pattern, Rhythm of Resilience, and I made it in, what did I make it in? Definitely red heart for the brown and the white, and I have a yarn that's out of I was going to say out of print. They're not producing it anymore, but that's what the beige is. So this is a two row pattern of shells and things. So it's a very easy pattern to get into your head. The pattern is available on Etsy and Ravelry under Juan the Yarn Addict, and I will post that information in the bottom of the video for you. Now, when I do things like color changes, I am really into Fibonacci numbers. I didn't learn about them until I was in my 40s. No, in my 30s. Homeschooling Emma, and one of our friends told us all about Fibonacci numbers, and I was hooked, line and sinker. So what I do is I start with one round of each color, then I go 1 + 1 = 2, so we have 2 rounds all the way through, and then 1 + 2 is 3, so we have 3 rounds, and then 2 + 3 = 5, so we have 5 rounds per color. And then the next one was going to be 8, but I'm making a 40 by 40 blanket to donate. This is going to go up north to the, I'm just going to send it to the Indigenous Friendship Center in Thunder Bay. I'm sure that they can find somebody who's lost their home in the forest fires this year that will benefit from having a blanket. So that is one finished object. I have to, I'm not finished. Huh. Oh, I'm almost finished. I just, I have just a little bit of this edge to do, and then I need to weave in my rows. So it's almost finished. It will go out, I'm hoping, by the end of this month. The second one, Ramon project that I am working on, this is still a work in progress. It's almost finished though, I think. It's a 48 row pattern. It's in the round, and it's called Artisanal Arches. And I love this pattern. I liked it from the first day I saw it, and I was able, one posts, oh, I should tell you, another place where you can get these patterns is on YouTube, because Juan graciously takes the time to post a tutorial that explains how to do this blanket and how it works. So you don't have to buy a pattern. If you have access to YouTube, you can just find Rhythm of Resilience, and there will be a tutorial. You can watch him do it. I'm thinking of copying him on that, but I have to figure out how to tilt my camera screen, and I think I need to work it on my phone. I've also had a great deal of struggle with editing my videos in iMovie on my iPad. Maybe it's different on your iPhone or your if you have an iMac. I don't. But there is a app on for YouTube Create. So there's YouTube Studio, which you can prep for uploading, but there's YouTube Create, which allows you to edit. And I am hoping, beyond hope, that I can download this video into that and edit it the way I want to edit it, because that has been a struggle. So back to Artisanal Arches, which is also available on YouTube. You can purchase the pattern on Ravelry and Etsy, or you can watch his explanation. And he gives his explanation for left and right hand crocheters. So if you're a lefty, he's got you covered. Anyways, so this is the first half, beige, gold, and these are colors that I had in my stash, so I didn't need to buy these colors. But between the Resilience and Rhythm of the Resilience, I ran out of white. That was the first color, so I had to buy another one. I bought two skeins of Bernat Premier. I forget what it's called, but it's the Bernat white, and I got it at Walmart. The beige I ran out of, and that's when and then I ran out of the yellow. And that's kind of when the whole project stalled. Until I went to a garage sale. No, I went to Value Village. I had bought another big ball of red heart in the brown to, it's coffee is the name of the brown from Walmart as well, to finish that up. So I've had to add some stash to finish this project. I was at Talese, and on Tuesdays they have you get 30% off. So the cost of this was, I don't know if you can see it, $6.59 minus 30%. And I got 2 skeins of Impeccable from Loops and Lace. Loops and Threads, not Loops and Lace. Loops and Threads. So I got 2 balls of this for, well, $34 maybe. So I was pretty happy with that exchange. And it's the perfect, it just moves in perfectly. And then now I'm finishing with the brown. So that's I'm really glad that this is working out this way. I'm on row 43, so I've got five or six more rows left. It goes up to row 48, so I think I've got 5 left. I think this is going to be a repeat of this part. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can see that. It's called the hyacinth stitch, I think. I know the bottom part of it is called the iris, and this is kind of it's not a cluster, it's more like a bauble that you knit to make the bubble, but it's got lots of texture. This has been a learning curve for me, and I was really excited to do it for that reason. Where did I do the learning? Let's talk about that. Now I can't find it. This is the cable section, kind of a cabling section of the blanket, the arches. And that was something that I hadn't done before, so that was a new learning curve. There were a lot of names of stitches that I didn't know. I just sort of did them, but I didn't know that they had a name. So that was pretty cool. What I really like about his patterns, they're warm. They're nice and cozy, is that they're challenging without being too challenging. Like once you figured it out, and you can do it. The instructions that he gives on his videos are spot on. So I gotta tell you, like if you wanna try it, it's really worth your time. So this is for a friend who has done a great deal for our family, and I would like to gift them this blanket. So that's where that's going. So that's basically what that's the one the yarn addict part of the summer. Like it's really been a part. Next, let's do some yarn acquisitions. I told you about this. There are more, but I don't have them handy. So I'm just going to show you these 3. This is going to be featured in a design for a scarf that I am in the process of finalizing. And that's going to be kind of fun. That'll be coming out. The first pattern should be out at the end of August, and then we'll just keep going. It'll start with some practice pieces, and it'll be fun. The second is 4 skeins of respun from Lion Brand. I saw this on I got this on Facebook Marketplace for $30 for 4 skeins. So that was good. I have never used this yarn, but I would like to try it. It feels softer today than it did when I bought it. I don't know why that is. But it's I think they still produce this. It is 10 ounces, 658 yards, 602 meters, and it's a 4-weight yarn. So most of my patterns will be, well, some of them will be fingering and double DK, but most of my patterns will be worsted weight using 4-weight yarn, either alone or doubled. I tend to, that's my plan anyways for what I'm designing, mostly because a lot of people have this kind of yarn in their stash, and I'm designing to help you use up stash, not to go out and buy tons and tons of yarn so that you can make a big blanket like this, unless you have lots of stash to make the blankets from. These take a fair chunk of yarn, I'm learning. The second thing that so that's that. The other thing I just bought, I have to stay out of Walmart because their yarn section is easily accessible to me, especially when I'm going going thrifting. But I decided that I wanted to do something with Woolies yarn as a designer. So I like oatmeal, this color. And so this is Woolies Thick and Quick. It says on the cover you can make a hat out of 1 skein, 2 skeins for a scarf, 7 skeins for a sweater. It's a number 6 bulky, 6 ounces, 106 yards, 97 meters. Oh, 170 grams. I keep forgetting. I'm Canadian. But I still use pounds and ounces for a lot of stuff. Yeah. Feels nice. Okay, that was a pause and a half, eh? The last thing I'm going to show is something in which I'm making my own yarn. And that is this blanket, which is usually done in the pattern that I looked at is done in Bernat blanket. I am making using vintage sheets. This one doesn't fit on my bed, so back in the day they had really short, like the mattresses weren't as deep, so the fitted sheets aren't fat enough to go through to fit on my mattress. So it's becoming this rug to go by my kitchen, in my kitchen. This is a pattern from, I want to say, no, it's, oh, what's her name, from Moogly Crochets. I think it's her. If it's not, I'll correct it in the thing, but I'm pretty sure it's her. But it's a free pattern on Yarn Inspirations, so I will put the link. What I've done is I've just cut the sheet into 1-inch threads. During a boring movie, I sew the ends together Let's see if I can show you an end that's sewn together. Easily crocheted back, right? Oh, these are long strips. I can't even find it. Okay. Anyways, I do sew the ends together. Sometimes I sew the ends to each other and I end up with a circle. But yeah, so this is another thing that I like to do, is just using up fabrics to make different things. So this rug has a spot in my kitchen or in my bedroom, depending. I might make a darker one for the kitchen. I don't know. I could also dye this one, right? You never know. So if you're interested in using up some extra fabric, here you go. You can make yourself a floor mat. I really like the way this is looking. Anyways, yeah. So that's it for today. I am going to set with, actually it's what, 5:18. It's getting close to supper time. I'm gonna see what I can do with this. If I can download it into YouTube Create and then work on it in the same app on my computer, that would be awesome. So we'll see how that goes. If you enjoyed this visit, please join me again. You can like and subscribe, and you are always invited back to my little corner to knit and crochet and weave and play with string. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget, like and subscribe. See ya.